Alright, what's going on, everyone? This is Jesse from Team Reaper, and today we have a special episode. Um, this is fresh out of Dallas. I mean, like, Monday. And today, we got Clayton Fagan with us, Kenny, and our newest member, Kat.
Yay, Kat!
Now,
Woo.
Clayton did better than all of us.
I had a good weekend.
It was a pretty powerful weekend. He ended up going top 32. Top 16.
Top 16, sir.
So,
How dare you?
let's do some quick introductions, and we're going to get into your little tournament recap.
All right. So you want to start?
That was cue for you to go.
My bad. I'll go then, I guess. I'm Clayton Fagan, represent Team Reaper TCG, and yeah, I had a good weekend. I'm from Hot Springs, Arkansas. I didn't do that last time.
I'm Kenny Bishop, Memphis, Tennessee, representing Team Reaper TCG as well.
I'm Kat Brose. I'm from Shreveport, and I'm the newest member of Team Reaper.
Is it Brose? I've been calling you Brosette for like the longest time. You're literally my best friend, and you've never like corrected me on that. Well, I'm Jesse Stuckey. I've been playing Pokemon since 2012. I want to say Boundaries Crossed, and I'm also on Team Reaper. This is the Team Reaper podcast, and it was a pretty fun little tournament in Dallas. I think we all got points except for Kat, but the only reason Kat didn't was because she actually scooped to me, because she's a homie. And I think Kenny went 5-3-1.
I greatly appreciate the confidence there, but it was 4-2-3.
Okay. Clayton, what was your record?
I went day one. I went 6-2-1, and then my final record, I went 4-1-1 in Top Cut to finish at 10-3-2.
10-3-2.
Yeah, 32 points.
All right, you want to get into them rounds like one by one, or because I'm more worried about you. Like you had the run.
Yeah, I can. Well, I'll start with let me bring up my my deal. I shared our podcast. Now I gotta find it. Great. Thanks for putting me on the spot. Also, Roger did not get points. He was the other team Reaper that did not get points.
Oh, that's true. I forgot.
Yeah, let's see. See, now I gotta find it. Put me on the spot.
Everyone else at least managed to spike 256.
Yes, the top 256. And you know that was kind of busted because it was like we went in and we were 6 players short.
Yeah.
The top 256, but I guess what had happened is that everybody was trying last minute to get in and they couldn't get in, and so it kind of crashed the system. So they had to start over, and yeah, so ended up getting 800 plus to the top 256. Okay, so I'll start with Swiss. Round one, I beat Shocklock my first round. Second round, Zora Control. Pretty good win. My third round, I went up against buddy of ours, Ben Osborne, who also day two'd. He made top 32. I think his record was 702 to start day two. But he's playing Zoropod. Lost to that. It was really good game. We both got down to one prize at the end of the first game, and could not finish game two, even though my board state was dominating. So I feel like we would have got a tie, but we just ran out of time. Round four, I 2-0'd Bennett Garb. Still don't know how I beat Bennett Garb. That's a horrible matchup for me, but I did it twice. Round six, 2-0'd Trevenant Break. Round 5, 2-0 Trevenant Break. Round six, I 2-0'd Bees, which I still don't know how I did that either. I was just I straight out played the guy, really. There was some plays that I made that I didn't think I could pull off and ended up pulling off. Round 7 was against the Wailord tag team Stall, and Carbink is my hero because he could not get the energy off of my Baby Buzz. I just load up a Baby Buzz and swing around till he couldn't heal. He scooped up game 1 and game 2. During time, he ended up flipping a heads on a handiwork to deck me out, so we ended up getting a tie. Round 8, got 2-0'd by Arlo's Zorogarb, and that was kind of sad because that was my winning in. And then round 9, I ended up beating Drampa Garb to get my winning in. So that was, yeah, to get day 2. It was my first day 2. Super, very excited. Didn't know what was going to happen after that. I just know that I made day 2.
Yeah.
So my very first round, I get my pairings, and I have to go up against Michael Premawat. And for anybody who's been around Pokemon, I mean, he's the 7-time regional champion. I mean, he is the guy. Between him and Jimmy, it's 7. Between him and Jimmy Jarvis, yeah. So between him and Jimmy, like, those are the 2 guys, like, right now, for North America. And you know, I'm already nervous enough because it's day 2, and I'm still pretty relatively new at this. So to be up there with those guys is one thing, but to have to start out with Michael Pramawat, yeah, let's just say you couldn't have got more nervous than I was. But I knew what he was playing, and I knew that I knew how to beat it. It's just that, you know, I can beat a good Zoro Control player. Can I beat the best Zoro Control player? And I did end up beating him 2-0. Very surprised. It was you know, he did what he could do, and it wasn't enough. I hit my Guzmas when I needed them. You know, bring up Zoroarks, knock them out. Use Zygarde. You know, he would hit me for 40 with a Fighting Fury Belt on a Toad, and then I would Cellstorm and heal. So it was just kind of back and forth like that, and yeah. So that was a big deal for me. And once I did that, my nerves, everything, I'm not as nervous anymore. And the one matchup that I wanted to avoid the whole time, and somehow I avoided during Swiss, was Archie's Blastoise with the Wailord Magikarp. I did run into it round 11. He beat me game 1. Game 2, I had an epic comeback, and he couldn't heal. He was trying to find the Acerola and could not get the Acerola for his Wailord Magikarp. I took 3 prizes. And just before that, I had a big V-string turn and I had Guzma in hand and brought up a Shaman for the win. And that was as time was called. So I ended up getting a tie. Double loss to Trevenant Break. I could not get my Giratina out my first game. Second game, my Zygarde's prized. So it just did not go well. That's the only time the whole weekend that my deck actually bricked was during that matchup. Round 13, Wailord Magikarp stall again, and I beat him 2-0. Like I said, Carbink is the absolute MVP of the deck. Zora Control round 14, again, got the 2-0 on that. And then round 15 against Ben Cryer, I actually offered him an ID to go, you know, if we ID, then we're guaranteed top 32. And he did not want to take the ID because he knew that if we won, he would get top 16. And he also knew what I was playing, and he knew that it was a bad matchup. So he declined the offer for the ID. And I said, okay, we'll play it out. And I ended up 2-0ing him. So that put me at top 16. I actually finished 14th and 2 points away from top 8, which is pretty busted. So $500, 2 booster boxes, 80 points, and now I'm at 351 of 550. So yeah, but the list, talk about the list for a second. It's the same Buzz Armstrong list that Austin Ellis used, and he gave me the list to use for he top 8'd in Portland. I won the League Cup with it in Tulsa. But there's 2 minor changes that actually Caleb Gedimer made to the list, and Austin told me to make these changes. Drop one of the 3 float stones, and what was the other change? But anyways, it was for the carb ink to be able to. The Oricorio. Drop the Oricorio, which I never needed because Bees is playing the Machoke, and so it doesn't do anything for you. So I'm glad I dropped the Oricorio because I 2-0'd Bees anyways. But yeah, so the carb ink, the Energy Keeper carb ink, and then carb ink break, basically added to the Buzz Armstrong. So yeah, so that was my rundown. Went a little long, I know. I'm sorry.
Nah, you're all good.
No.
Oh, and just a heads up, I'm actually coming off of strep throat from the weekend. I don't know. Like, I caught something. I woke up this morning, my throat was all scratchy, so if I sound weird, that's pre-apology to that.
Sound weirder than normal.
But, so, you had a pretty good match of that. Well, pretty good day. A lot better than my cute little 5-4. But
Yeah.
I ended up on the opposite end of that spectrum at 254. I got I got in by
Squeak it
the
in.
skin of my teeth.
Yeah.
Ooh, extra close, but I got there.
Snuck
Yeah,
right.
y'all had me stressing out. Like I'm looking at that list you sent. Your name's down there in 254, and I don't see my name on the list. So I'm like, all right, cool. I got to be above him. Hi, cat. Go away.
Not our cat, the other cat. Real
Your
cat. But thank God Expanded is over. Like, we don't have to touch that again for until Sunday when we got to go to the cup.
We have an expanded cup Sunday.
But I mean, we don't have to focus on it like we did recently. We can go back to Standard, which is, I can't believe I'm saying it, but is a sigh of relief.
It is kind of a sigh of relief.
Like,
But
I don't even like Standard, but man, I dislike Expanded right now.
well, the ban list,
Oof.
oh man, I mean, the Unknown and the Maxis, that's it. I mean, it's kind of disappointing. I don't want to get too far into it, but ban list.
But just real quick on that though, like I mean, they did ban those 2 cards, but they are trying to prevent the damage loops that are coming with Team Up, and the item lock loop that's coming with Team Up as well, with being able to just maxes into the Omastar to where you can't play the game.
Yeah.
So
there's a few damage that ended up making day 2.
Yeah, well, was it Peter Keka who made it?
Keka made it, and then there were a couple other players that also were up there. I think there were 2 or 3 that made it.
Yeah, it was a handful of them.
Yeah.
But, I mean, when you take 10% of the whole tournament to go into day 2.
Yeah.
It's a lot of ifs for the deck.
What was that?
There was one other thing. Go ahead, Kat. You were gonna say something?
Oh, for damage, I know. There's just so many ifs. After talking to people that played it, they said if they see a Garbodor come down or a Muck or something, that's the game. Sudowoodo even, just really hurts that deck.
Well, Sudowoodo not so much anymore because of the Whaler tag team. But before that, it straight lost to Sudowoodo because they could not get enough damage on board. But with the new tag team, then I think that's a lot of
extra HP.
Yeah, that's a lot of the problem is the new tag team coming out, and especially with you have the Fighting Fury belts that can go onto them. So there's 40 more that you can put on, or 30 more before it gets knocked out. So yeah, it's I mean, I'm glad it's banned, but it was real niche. It was hard to you can get the turn 1 combo off. It's unlikely, but that's why it got banned, is because it is still possible.
Yeah, it's a slight. I mean, the bans were justified. I just don't think it's what we expected or needed.
Justified. I just think there should have been more. So
yeah, and we also have to keep in mind that we don't have the same meta as Japan. So Japan doesn't have the loosening loops like we have. So it's our TCPI looking at what they've banned and banning what they have without looking at what we're looking at and banning what needs to fix us. They're only just going off what Japan has done.
Yeah.
So We just got to hope and pray that after Dallas, they go through and figure something out and give us something new.
Yeah, but Pod 1, like, the bands didn't really, the Lusamine loops, I mean, it really didn't, Delinquent, you saw it some. It wasn't as much as, everybody was expecting it to be. I don't think, after this weekend in Dallas, I don't think Expanded is as broken as people thought it was.
Right. I agree with you.
People
100% agree with that.
People adjusted, made adjustments, and that's what you do in Pokemon. If a deck is hot, you make something to counter, and that's what everybody did. And Archie's was on fire, and guess what? Pod came up and took it away, and there were still a lot of Archies in day 2. There was some of the Exodia, some of the the Zora control, but all in all, I really believe the expanded meta is healthier than people make it out to be.
Yeah, I'll agree to that, but when 6 of your 8 decks are Zoroark decks, something needs to be addressed. But,
hey, bring on the Zoroark.
But I mean, that's my only goal with it.
I mean, I agree that, Zoroark is dominating, but, there are counters to Zoroark. Like, Faba. You Faba away their energy, they're either going to, Buzzwole.
Yeah, this guy.
Faba away their energy, you hammer away their energy with item lock, i.e. me playing Trev. Like, if I can prevent them from getting that energy back, then what are they going to do? They can't really swing, so they can't one-shot me, so I'm now controlling the game. So, you have to have those counterbalances, and you have to be able to play those counterbalances. And if you're not going to play those counterbalances, yes, you're just going to sit here and lose the same stuff over and over again and be mad about it.
Yeah. Like, I play Zoropod. Like, I made that call. But going off of Clayton's little Buzzwole, I think it was like round 4 or 5. I ran smack into Wideland's Buzzwole. And I couldn't do anything about it. Like, I just got slapped, and that was it. That was the end of the game.
Widelands is so bad, though. Because if you don't start with it, it's not really doing much. You're adding 30 more damage to a bench Zoroark. It's not really helping that much. I don't know.
Man, Karina, run 4 of them. You'll get there.
No, you're right. That is true. That is true. And I do run 4 of them.
Like,
after playing Dallas. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. There was still, I ran into a lot of problems with Delinquent, which some of them were my fault of my hand was too low and I left it open. But even still, when I had no hand for 3 turns, but it's definitely not as bad as we were making out to be in Hey Fonte.
Yeah. Like, I will straight up say out of 9 rounds, I only played 2 Zoroarks.
Same.
I've also played 2 Archies Wailord.
Same as well.
I'm glad I got to avoid the Archies. I did not even hit an Archies in Swiss, but in the 6-round cup, I hit it twice Friday. So, I'm glad I got that out of the way, because that's really not my best matchup. And to take the tie in round 11, I was okay with that.
So now that we don't have to think about Expanded, though.
Oh. Thank goodness.
You're going to Mexico City, Clayton.
I am going to Mexico City.
That is standard. What is your top 3 picks in the standard? If you can't do top 3, then do top 2.
Anything with the Solgaleo that gets rid of your weakness. There's all kinds of variants for it. I've seen a Buzzwole variant with it. I've seen. You've got the Ninetales, Decidueye, Zoroark. It's a big mess, but it seems to work. There's certain times you bring out certain Pokemon, and so anything with the Solgaleo. Bucephalon is obviously going to still be huge. I see some spread decks that I think could probably be good. I was on Regigigas for a minute, but I just don't see. I don't see that. I don't see it being as good as I thought it was. I don't think it'll be a good call for this meta. I think there's gonna be too much Bucephalon, and Bucephalon's too hard to stop when it comes to that. You just have to basically get lucky with that matchup. Also, Malamar. Malamar's good. I think it's a real healthy meta right now in Standard. So there's a
Really
lot.
nice.
There's a lot of different decks that could get there. And it just kind of depends on your matchups. I wish fighting was better. I think Buzzrock, yeah, it just kind of is losing some stuff that, other decks are getting better and it's not getting better. So it's kind of falling by the wayside. Let's see what else is good. That's pretty much it. Kind of the rundown. Of course, anything Zoroark is going to, I guess Zoroark is still good.
That's what I'm taking Saturday to a cup.
Are you? Okay.
Probably Zoroark Weavile.
No, I mean, it's definitely good. I mean, Weavile, there's the Coco Weavile Honchkrow. I've been testing it. I've been testing it since do what?
What the heck?
What? It's good, man. Was trying.
I'm gonna interrupt that one. Why?
Why what?
Why Honchkrow Coco?
It slaps.
Because it slaps. It absolutely just destroys, especially with the Weavile. You start spreading that 60 everywhere. Everybody's playing Decidueye. Everybody's playing stuff with abilities. So you just slap them with it pretty hard, and then they
send Honchkrow to finish them.
Yeah, they're taking one prize, and you're taking two. So
yeah, Honchkrow can swing for 500 damage easily.
Yeah,
with damage counter on board. If they're not playing the Solgaleo, if they play the Solgaleo, it kind of makes the matchup a little iffy. I personally think.
Not really,
One
because
GX can ruin your day.
Anyway. So I mean, it's. But yeah, and with the Shrine and, well, of course, the Solgaleo, though, the GX, it can just heal everything. That
is busted.
Yeah, that kind of sucks because you start spreading all the damage, and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, well, you're going to have to start over now. And I've already taken 3 prizes, so yeah, at that point, it's, that part kind of sucks. And that's why Solgaleo is so good. I think anything with Solgaleo is going to be real good. I've seen some Metagross making a little comeback. I'm not sure how that's going to go over.
So what about Zoroark Solgaleo?
Yeah, that's another one that I've seen is the Zoroark Solgaleo. It's
best cards.
Yeah, it is. It is the 2 best. It seems like it's pretty good. I'm not,
I'm spitballing here. Don't take me seriously.
Well, no, there's actually some people testing it that I know that might be going to Mexico City, and so it's I don't know. We'll see.
It's not a bad idea because I mean you've got your main attackers are 250 apiece, and then you've got the draw engine with the Zoroarks that are also swinging for a 150 a turn, plus the Solgaleo 150 a turn, and then you put down the super boost and you're swinging for 230 or whatever the other Solgaleo goes for. So I mean, it's a valid idea. It's just, can those pieces get together quick enough to?
Would you also run a 2/2 line of Ninetales?
No, you don't need it. You don't need it. With the Zoroarks, you're going to trade into whatever you need.
So for Zoroark.
Yeah, because it's too clunky otherwise. You get too many moving pieces at that point, and you really just want to run Metal Energy, I think. Because if you run in the Ninetales, you want to run, you'll run Fairy, and it just gets to be too much.
I mean, there's always Blend Energy, isn't it? Or the unit.
But I mean,
work for Metal.
Yeah, it don't work for Metal.
Oh, it doesn't?
Mm-mm. It's very dark and fighting.
Oh, rip them.
Yeah. So you can't. But to me, it's too clunky, if you ask me. But
Brock is saying he has a list for Zoro, Solgaleo. So
Brock's always got a list somewhere tucked away.
I mean, I kind of do too, just because of the people I talk to in the community. I like having lists.
Mexico City, I'm not sure how many we're expecting. I know that there are quite a few Americans going. I know that, I'm going. I know that Adam Maldonado, our teammate, is going. Kat, you just got really blurry.
Oh,
there you go.
Baby.
Andy Gray's going. I know Connor Fenton's going. I talked to Zach Lachage. He's going. So I'm hoping to get at least 48 of us. That way we can get that top 16 for points.
Yeah,
so.
It'd be really tight.
Yep. Yep. Now, or if we get 100, players, and there's top 32 for points. So, but it's still, no matter what happens, it's only going to be a top 8 day 2. So.
Yeah.
My flight leaves at 6 on Sunday. So
Yeah, but it's only a 1-day event, thankfully.
no, day two will be Sunday. It'll be 8.
Oh, they still have a day 2. They don't finish in 1.
No, they won't
I
finish
swore
them.
they
Which
did.
is, I mean, because we're only going to play 7 rounds max.
Yeah, why don't they just finish
So-
that out?
I don't know. It's fine. I'll come back and finish it. But if I don't, then I can go have some tequila.
Yeah.
I'll be alright with it.
What?
It's gonna be a blast. No matter what happens, it's gonna be super fun. I can't wait.
Right.
I'd like to get my second, 2 event points in a row. That'd be good.
Yeah, it'd be really tight. Hell, I think you would be if you.
If I get points in Mexico City, I'm a shoo-in for Worlds.
I mean, you're
Absolutely.
well ahead of track now.
Well, I only need 200 more, so actually I could get it with points, and I could get it with cups and challenges at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in
So-
great shape.
I, on the other hand, I think I have to top 1 more regional or internets, plus do cups and challenges.
Yeah.
I'm sitting at 175, and I have a cup to put in, like 1 more cup to put in, so that should get bumped up to at least 200 by the weekend,
Right on.
hopefully.
Yeah, I got to get 1 more cup in this season. We got a challenge here in Memphis on Saturday. I mean, I'm gonna see if I can get some points in that. I mean, I've got a 3rd and a 2nd, so I mean, I've got a either 2nd or 1st to get any points at it. So What?
I'm in the awkward spot where I have 0 challenges around me, and I can't do anything about it. Like,
yeah,
Yeah, like our nearest challenge is almost an hour away.
You guys don't have challenges in Shreveport?
no,
No.
we don't.
Oh.
And what's worse
We-
is the challenges that are coming up are like on Tuesdays and a Friday.
What?
Like,
Hi.
I can't. Like, it's impossible for me to go to.
Rip your area. When are y'all moving up here?
Ooh, hopefully.
We thought about it.
We had a full discussion about it. I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
Nice.
bringing 4+ people up.
Be amazing. Hey, it's the cost of living here in Hot Springs is pretty nice.
I would love it. Believe you me.
Be great. Bring some locals. All of a sudden, Hot Springs is a hot spot for Pokemon.
Funny story. When I was talking to Sarah Beckwith about moving up to Hot Springs with everyone, and she's like, "Well, if you do that, I might move down there."
Right? Yeah. No. I think I was there when y'all were talking about that. That's super funny.
No, it was whenever we were heading out from.
Oh, okay.
yesterday.
'Cause yeah. Oh, maybe she was telling me that y'all were talking about it. It was just funny though, because
Oh,
she had. Yeah. I was like, right on. Y'all come on to Hot Springs.
So, post
Yo, shout
standard.
out Sarah though for bringing me some Starbucks before day 2.
She's a sweetheart, and I love her.
No, I guess it was before Swiss.
Like, high key, I love Sarah Beckwith. She's one of my favorite people in Pokemon.
Oh, absolutely. It was some of the Pokedads too that were there too that I was talking to, and they're like, "Hey, we're pulling for you. You know, you're representing the Pokedads today." And I'm like, that's awesome.
So, what are y'all's thoughts on post standard? Like, the new set coming out. Is there anything that piques your interest in that?
I'm gonna play Aerodactyl.
yeah. Aerodactyl is for sure a
I
good.
love it.
Man, I'm on that Jolteon Zapdos hype. Like,
Yeah.
come at me.
Did you get your Jolteon box this weekend?
Nope, they sold out everywhere.
Oh man.
Hey Stucky, you love 2010, so here
Yeah,
there's
dude.
a card in the set that you might sound
The
familiar.
Pokegear?
Not even Pokegear. It's a Pidgeotto with the ability Airmail. Once
Oh
per
my god.
look at the top 2 cards, choose one and put the other one on the bottom of your of the deck. Like
There's a lot of
straight-
support in this set.
Yeah, there's so much.
straight up gave us Uxie level X as a 60 HP Pidgeotto.
We let's see, we got Pokemon Communication, we got the Pokegear.
Mhm.
Judge's Whistle is super busted. It's an item that draws you a card. Okay. You effectively run a 56 card deck.
Welcome to the Upstart Theory, guys.
It's so good.
All the transitioning Yu-Gi-Oh players will be playing those. I will put money on that. If they were a former Yu-Gi-Oh player that will be playing 4 Judge Whistles.
I'll put money on it. I'll be playing for Judge Whistle if I have room. Let's be
Yeah.
honest here.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm really excited for Erica's Hospitality coming back.
Yeah.
Because it's Steven's Advice, but for a less card now.
Yeah.
what is
As
it?
well as so if you have you can't play it if you have 6 or more cards, including that one, but you draw one for each of your opponent's Pokemon.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
right.
So the full
different
bit
card
just,
text. It's different card text, Cat. Give me one
yeah,
second.
the old one was 7.
No, this one, oh, they changed it again. Okay. They changed it again. Originally they had it for the 6, then they put it to 4, now they put it back to 6. So excuse me.
Also, I'm really into the like Morgan and Nita supporters. Just
Yeah.
like I'm really into those.
I'm trying to find the Erica's just to double check.
I've got it pulled up. She's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, Metal Hype with Jasmine coming out and the new Bronzors.
Ooh, girl.
I
All right.
personally feel that Bronzor is a little underwhelming. Personally,
All right. Now, hear me out.
it's cute.
Expanded. We're going to touch back base on
Yeah,
expanded.
touching back on Expanded, playing Bronzong Bells. You can, if you go second, you turn 1 Jasmine, and then you just evolve and go off.
Yeah.
Get
Okay.
out here with expanded. Come on.
Like,
Just to simply touch back on it real quick.
We're done with it.
like I'm super hyped because Bronzong Metal Links was one of my favorite decks, like for
Yeah.
a while there.
Another cute thing you can do in standard with Lance's Prism Star is the new Dragonite, the fast call Dragonite.
Mm-hmm.
You can do something cute with that. There's a lot of things in this set you can do some cute stuff with.
There's a lot of support. Like I said, a lot of the trainers are just supporting to buff things. I'm excited for the Venusaur and Celebi, personally.
Personally excited for the Poltergeist Gengar Mimikyu because it's the first Gengar GX we've gotten so far.
Right, that's right.
Do what?
I said that's right. I forgot they haven't done a Gengar GX.
Yep. So
We also have Incineroar coming out.
We have the
Yeah, the
Coco
Incineroar-
Prism Star. That's going to be pretty.
That
hype.
one's pretty hype. The Shaman's good for just
yeah,
it
the Shaman's
hits.
good.
The Hoopa GX is okay. It searches out cards when you attack.
Yeah, it's almost Scoundrelling Ring, but not Scoundrelling Ring. Yeah, Almost.
Jirachi.
yeah
Jirachi
Jirachi.
hype. I'm so happy that card got printed.
Yeah,
Uh,
I know.
Is the Denene, is that this set also?
I'm trying to
That'll be
scroll
our
through.
May set.
Okay.
Yeah.
We also get our Golden Brooklet Hill coming out in this set.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right.
Confirmed, not 100% confirmed yet. We don't know 100% yet because
Nobody
not
won in a
no one has
pre-release?
opened it yet.
Oh.
So that's not 100% confirmed just yet. But I'm stoked if we get it. I really want it to happen. We're also getting the Mr. Mime that prevents Acerolas.
We're also getting the Mr. Mime that prevents odd damage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the odds mime.
Yeah.
I took the evens mime out of my Regigigas, so yeah.
I'm enjoying these really like good like fruitful sets. Like I'm tired of
Yeah.
one or two things being good out of a set and then rest of it's just bulk.
Well, even just looking at like your single prize attackers, like the Nidoqueen that lets you search out
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah,
and
Nidoqueen.
it hits for evolutions.
That Nidoqueen is so good.
So do y'all think we're gonna follow Japan on the meta with like Zapdos and Jirachi?
I think for the first 2 weeks we will, and then we'll be American about it and just turn it upside down.
About it.
Yeah, like let's be honest. We have stall in the States. Japan doesn't have stall. Like,
Is there a
let's-
rule against like Americans or any foreigners playing in Japan tournaments?
I think there is.
No, there's
It's
not.
because there's not, but it's
There
the
used
way
to
our
be-
point
there used
system
to have to
works.
be a deal in like Korea that they wouldn't let
Yeah,
you.
I remember Korea did.
I know that like Jesse and Micah, they're going to Japan next month, and they're bringing cards. They're gonna go and play in some tournaments, just to have fun. So
I feel like just an American player needs to go over there, like with Zoro Control or something like that, and just body Japan
Well,
and change
here's-
their whole meta up.
here's the thing though. If if they did take Zoro Control over there to any type of event, their tournament structure is a tad bit different because of the fact if you get a tie, it's a double.
It's a best of one, also, I think.
Yeah. So if you tie, you both lose. No one gets a point. There is no ties in Japan.
I high key wish we would adapt that at least.
Yeah, I mean, because then we wouldn't have to deal with Lusamine at all. We wouldn't have to deal with the Lusamine problems, all the issues that we have that everyone is demanding bans for.
Yeah, I feel like we should keep formats and. Well, is it formats or would it be like? I feel like we should keep tournament structures the same across the board.
I agree, but I mean, we've dealt with best of ones in the States before, and I guess. I do not
miss best of one per se.
Yeah.
But
now things that like cups and challenges best of one all day.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I mean, there's nothing really at stake at those. We don't want to be there all day anyway. Like, I mean, we go to a regionals. We traveled 5-6 hours to get to this regional. We paid X amount of dollars to get here. We want to be here all day. We want to do our best. We want to put all this time in.
Like me and Jesse went to our pseudo sister location that we bounce players back and forth between. Their challenges are best 2 out of 3 all day.
See, no way. There's no way I'm going to a challenge that's best 2 out of 3.
I almost left. I needed the points, so I stayed, and then I did so terribly.
He hit Brawler game 1.
Yeah, I hit Crab Brawler as a Zoroark player, and I was his only win.
Wow.
Yeah. That's my life.
So can I hype up Beedrill real quick? Because I don't know about you.
Super good. Please do.
But I'm so hyped on Beedrill, like with all these 3 prize attackers coming out and just quad Guzma Rainbow Energy. Let's go Potown. Like I'm all here for this Beedrill.
Nah, you don't even need Potown. It's just Beedrill with a shrine. And a Rainbow Energy. Boom, you got it. You're in there.
Yeah, well, the Beedrill has to have the damage, not the...
Oh, it doesn't...
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking of Hyper Fang.
Yeah, no, like straight up. Like this attack, just knock out both of them. Like, I mean, you have a Wailord, awesome, dead. Let's go. Take your 1 prize. I'm taking 3. Give me the next one.
I feel like you can a better Vespa Queen.
Yeah, you can pair it with the multiply Kakuna, so you can basically play this like Greninja.
Yep.
Like your boy already ordered all my reverse hollows in anticipation for this, like 3 months ago.
The Guzma Rainbow Energy Potown, you're gonna be rocking against any 2 prize deck.
So what you're saying is that Switch and Escape Rope is going to be a thing, right? Or how does this work? It just automatically you can't get out of it.
Yeah, it just knocks out both of them. So, like, basically, you attach the Rainbow Energy to Beedrill. It puts the damage counter on the Beedrill. It's a one grass energy attack. So you declare the attack. Both Pokemon get knocked out immediately.
Okay. So well, that doesn't sound very fair.
Yeah. So then you take your prize, they take theirs, and then do they promote first or do you promote first?
I would assume
you declare the attack. They promote first.
Yeah. So. The Beedrill, like I'm stoked on the Beedrill, like just for lulz, but I mean I feel like Beedrill is going to be a legit threat moving forward.
Yeah.
Just for it, more of a surprise than anything else because it feels to me like a Greninja.
It's going to be the next Greninja deck. I can agree to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's going to be Beedrill hands moving forward in standard, but it's going to be fun
because just like Dive Ball, we have Netball now. So, I mean, it's literally Greninja.
Yeah, the only thing is that you can't just grab the Beedrills with a netball. That's the only thing that sucks.
True, it is nerfed a little bit. But
so does it
we do things like Timer Balls, though. Like, as bad as Timer Ball can be, it'll get them out.
And Timer Ball is a live or die card, man.
Yeah.
Like they said about... not Pal Pad, but Order Pad over the weekend on stream. You don't remember the heads on Order Pad. You always remember those tails. Like,
oh yeah.
I think Clayton was watching me in Nashville when I was playing against Arlo in top 8, and I rolled double tails on a Timer Ball that I needed.
Yep.
To just watch Arlo just run through me because I missed it.
I don't like Flippy.
Yeah.
So many of my Archie's games are decided by do I hit this Pal Pad or not.
I don't like Flippy.
Yeah, I'm not
or
about
order
that.
pad.
That's the biggest reason I didn't play it.
Yeah.
Have we touched on the Tapu Koko yet?
I mentioned it, but
Okay, yeah. I mean, the Tapu Koko is going to be really good for lightning decks, even Rayquaza.
it makes Rayquaza super busted and expanded again.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
on that hype train always. I love it. I love Rayquaza.
I'm with you 100%, sir. The Zeraora is interesting with it being just a 20 damage with the Electro Powers, just powers up really quickly for it to be a basic for 1 energy.
Yeah, but still at that point, I'd rather just Zapdos. I'd rather do that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, true. You're 100% right.
So what do y'all think about dark decks kind of making an uproar even with all the Buzzwole coming out because of their Prism Lab?
I don't know.
It makes Weavile decks more of a threat because they can just be like, all right, cool, kill my Weavile. You're not going to get
You take no prizes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
kinda busted.
Weavile kind of becomes a bigger threat. I don't know, like dark decks in general, I think the Incineroar is going to be the bigger threat of everything just because of the fact that it can just give itself 3 energy instantly.
Well,
It's
and
fast.
it's beast too. It's 250 HP. So
Yeah.
Well, so if they use the ability, they go down to 220.
Yeah.
Which that's such a weird number because like 210 is usually that sweet spot. 210 and 180 are the 2 sweet spots. 220 is just out of it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But
So, like you slap them for 130 with a big body, discard a special energy, and then worst comes to worst, you GX and you knock something out.
Yeah. I mean, this set is super good. Like, I think it's my favorite set, like, in recent times. And I said that about Lost Thunder, too, but man, this is... It topped that.
Sets, the last few sets have been pretty good.
Yeah.
We've got
Yeah.
good stuff.
I think out of all the last ones, though, this is a really good set to jump in on.
Yeah.
yeah, like if I was going, like I invested in 2 cases on the last set, which I don't regret. Like I'm really glad I did it. It was a lot of fun to do. I really wish I had the income to do it on this set.
Yeah.
This would now that I know what the set is, like I feel more comfortable doing it. Like the thing that worried me about Lost Thunder was Elms because I didn't want to spend $15 a piece on rare Elms and they wound up being uncommons.
Yeah.
But Eric already been pulled and confirmed as a centerfoil in this set, so that's kind of an issue if you're wanting to play Erica's. They're going to be a little tough to pull.
Were they not in the pre-release boxes?
I think you have a chance to get a non-hollow one in the pre-release kits, but I'm not 100% sure on it. I haven't seen a lot of pre-release kits opened yet.
Catch me making
Right.
the choice between Keyforge and pre-release boxes. Like, I never buy packs either, and this is, like, I
Yeah.
want to buy packs. Like, it's
Yeah.
weird.
I've already started contacting people about buying boxes of pre-release stuff, just mainly because I want the promos. Because like this is the first set that I've seen in the Sun and Moon block that they've given us good promos
Yeah,
too.
the promos in this one are busted. Like, super
Yeah,
the
like-
Jirachi, the Nidoqueen, the Zapdos. The Charizard is just going to be a money card.
Yeah, there's not a bad promo to pull.
Nidoqueen is the worst, and that's saying something.
I think the Charizard is the worst, personally.
No,
I-
Charizard
I-
because of money. Charizard's okay because of money. That's it.
Playability wise, it's the
Playability.
Charizard.
Yeah, playability.
wise.
like if I pull something, like I like the fact that if I'm gonna pick one of these, I have a 75% chance to get a playable card,
Yeah,
which is something that you can't say about any of the other pre-releases we've had.
and you have a 25% chance to just sell the card that you pull and buy 3 more boxes.
Exactly. Yeah, like it's insane how they did this. Like high key
Yeah, like
recommend
I know.
if you get a Charizard pre-release, do not open it. Just sleeve up what you get out of 4 packs and run with it. Like
Yeah,
take those losses and get your pre-release packs and just move on. Just don't open that Charizard. You're gonna make more money in the long run.
something about Charizard makes people spend money. I don't understand it.
I was talking to Dalton about that earlier. He didn't understand it either.
But I mean, people collect things. Like, I collect Shaman stuff, so
Yeah, fair.
You do. Yeah, you
I
do.
do love
Did
Shaman.
you sell your book though?
What?
Did you sell your Shaman book though?
Man, when they offered $2 a card, yeah, I'd sold them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Clayton, have you seen the full arts for the set? Because I know you're like me, you're a rarity whore.
Yes, I have.
There's a whole lot of them, and a lot of them. A good percent of these are actually very good playable cards too.
I know. It makes me upset that I have to spend more money.
Hey, well, you
Play
just got
minimum rating
$500, so you got some disposable income.
I did. I won money playing Pokemon, so
Oh, that
it's
just goes to your next regional.
it's going right back into it. Yeah, well, it pays for my Mexico City trip.
100%. That's
I'm not like a rarity person, but I will say the supporters in this set specifically are beautiful.
yeah.
Right. All right, so let's move past it. We've been on this probably longer than we should have. Let's just end it with top card or top 3 card that of the upcoming set that you're looking forward to.
Oof. That's easy for me.
Yeah.
Jirachi, Zapdos, and Jolteon. What does Jolteon count because it's a promo in a
It
box?
doesn't count. Jolteon's a promo.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Excluding Jolteon, I would have to say Judge's Whistle.
Yes. For me, it would be the Gengar because just a huge Gengar nerd.
Oh, I forgot about Gengar. I'm changing mine to Gengar too.
The Judge Whistle, the Gold Judge Whistle. I'm going to be more specific on that one, and then all the promos. I'm just going to bundle those into one. All the promos.
High key, everyone send me your secret rare Wailord Magikarps because they are beautiful.
Absolutely, the secret rares on that
Oh
are
my
good.
god.
And one more thing, I know I was talking to Kat before we started this. The Venusaur, the Zekrom, and the Snorlax, their secret rares are not in the set, unfortunately. But bright side, we are getting them as box promos in March.
As secret rares?
Yeah, they're secret rare. They're
so
secret rare.
tight.
It's like they
Yeah.
did Ho-Oh. Remember they did the Ho-Oh
Oh, yeah,
secret
true.
it was in a box.
Yeah, but we're getting 3 boxes in March, and they're Venusaur, Zekrom, and which are all the secret rare arts of those 3 team ups, which is really nice.
Pokemon just knows how to get my money.
Yeah, just wait till they drop the Ultra Shinies. We're all gonna be broke.
Oh my gosh.
I would actually spend money to go max rarity with that. I'm
Oh.
not gonna lie. And I'm like 4K in debt right now in credit card bills.
Hey, start winning some Pokemon tournaments.
Yeah. Knock out at least what is it?
You win.
16th of that?
Look at
You
your top
just
16.
knock it all out.
Do what?
Just
Yeah.
win Conzo. Okay, you win
Yeah,
all.
win it. Just win out and you'll get it.
Just win it.
All right, you
Okay.
got 1 or 3 you're looking forward to, Clayton.
Aerodactyl for sure.
Yeah, I forgot about Amistar.
I have to agree with the Judge's Whistle, and of course the Gengar Mimikyu.
And Cat.
Mine's gonna be the Venusaur, Erica's Hospitality. I'm looking forward to, and the Pokecom reprint.
Oh yes.
Pokemon, yeah, it's good.
I agree with you on the Pokemon reprint. I just hate the artwork. I hate the.
Oh, no.
I'm.
I'm- I'm ordering the old player ones because they went down in price.
Oh, they went.
They
the
went
player
down
ones?
because I haven't been able
They
to
went
find.
down.
I
I found 2 on TCG Player for $4.50 a piece, and I jumped on them.
Oh, you.
Good job. Good. You go, girl.
You got mad at me
Jeez.
for not telling you about Cynthia's, but God, girl.
Right? Like, I've got 1 play Heart Gold Pokecom and a playsetter Revs, but Jesus.
All
Well, I think
Oh.
that much just wraps it up.
right. Well, what y'all got for closing then?
I mean, let's just go ahead and do some shout outs and anything else that's on your mind. We'll start with Kenny, Clayton, Kat, then I'll finish out.
All right.
Well, I mean, the only thing I got on my mind is like just and this is only because like I brought this up in our group chat. Like team up is like a great starter set for players. Like I've had a guy that's been talking to me for like the past week and a half now, just coming into our locals, not been in the game since Landorus and Darkrai ruled together. So he hadn't played in a while, and he's coming back in for team up. So like this is like a great set for newer players to come into. Like so, I high key recommend if you're interested in this game, definitely get in on this set.
Yeah.
For rotation. So and shout out to all of my opponents this weekend, over the weekend. Like it was a great time, guys. I just and shout out to all you guys for making that tournament worthwhile and supporting my bad decision of playing Trevenant.
Shout out just everyone in Dallas. What a wonderful tournament. Everybody had a blast. There was not a lot of drama. Well, there was some drama stuff. I don't want to get into that stuff.
That was a huge drama thing that happened.
Yeah.
There's a big thing going on. I was up there and kind of part of not part of it, but I was sitting next to them during some of that. So I don't want to get into that. But aside from that, man, God, what a great tournament. Great turnout. I love the hotel. I love just being able to go downstairs and play Pokemon. I love being able to shout out Austin Ellis for telling me to stick to my guns. Do not change the list. If I play this list, he's like, you will day 2. He's like, you know how to pilot it. Go win. And I did. So shout out Austin for telling me to stick to my guns. Shout out all my teammates. And congratulations, Kat, our newest teammate. And yeah, let's go get that bread.
Any shout outs?
All you guys, of course, for getting me on the team finally. For Jesse specifically.
Just
I know
pushing for it, and
he's been pushing for it.
Been pushing.
And getting me everywhere because we travel together.
Yeah.
Backpacking off Kenny, I have a few new players that are looking to get in from Magic, old Magic players. Want to get out, told them team up as a set. Also, real quick, this upcoming weekend, me and Jesse will be in Longview for a cup at Three Sons Games, and then I know all 4 of us will be at Russellville.
I think all of us are going to be. I'm not sure. I don't know if Adam's going to be there. I know that is Brock going to be there. Do we know?
Unless he says something in the chat. Otherwise, as far as I know, he's iffy on it. I can call him and talk to him tomorrow.
Last I checked, he is, because I think he's got a new girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
About time.
Yeah. Nice.
But that's all for me.
Oh, wait. He is going to be there because he has a new girlfriend? That doesn't make any sense.
It's Brittany.
When she goes, it will.
Nice. Well, then,
No,
awesome.
I don't know the full details on that, but I think he'll be there.
I hope so.
For me, shout out to everyone that I played in Dallas as well, and everyone that even came up to me and recognized me and said hi and just talked for a little bit. I love meeting new people.
Yep.
Shout out specifically to Keegan Ives. Had my funnest match of the day with him Saturday. Shout out to Austin Ellis for his list as well. Like,
did you play his list?
I played his Zoropod list with minus 1 red card, plus 1 in.
Nice.
So it was just a 1 card change. And he was talking about doing that anyway, so it's essentially still his exact 60.
Nice.
Shout out to Kat for being the true homie and just letting me go ahead of her and get points because she knew I needed them. And as usual, shout out to Savannah for being a very supportive person, and I love her very much. And I think that's about it.
All right.
Any closing thought, any things that jumped out at you?
Shout out to Brock for finally making a move.
He's gonna kill you.
Oh yeah, I'm
don't
ready
care.
for him to hear this.
No, yeah, but shout out to all my opponents too, because I had a complete blast playing every single one of them. They were all super cool, especially Pram. Oh man, he was super cool to play against. Arlo was a little nervous because it was a winning in, and I kept having to tell him to calm down. I'm like, Arlo, it's cool, dude. Like, quit being, because you could just tell he was so nervous. He was shaking. Like, I was like, dude, come on. It's good, man. No matter who, if one of us wins this, we're in. It's no big deal. If you win, fine,
That's
you know.
no big deal.
Yeah, that's like, I was having fun. It didn't matter if I made it or not. I mean, and I think that's why I made it, because I had fun,
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's all about, is just having a blast. Like, I mean, we all had a great time. Like, even in the format we dreaded, we all had such a wonderful time playing.
Yeah.
Everybody was cool. Like, I don't think I had one bad opponent that was just mad about anything all day. Even playing against Fabian, one of the top European players, like, he was super cool, super chill. And even though it was an auto win, he still gave me a lot of respect for playing and at least taking a game against him. So I mean, it was great. It was great. So
Also, shout out to whoever gave me strep throat. God, if you go to a tournament sick, just I saw a couple people with face masks. At least do that.
yeah,
'Cause, oof, I feel bad. But other than that, it was a good tournament. I had a lot of fun. We'll probably be doing this either next week or week after next. We haven't decided on a weekly or bi-weekly thing, but who knows?
Well, if it's the week after next, then we'll have some Mexico City results for you.
Oh yeah.
If not, then we'll talk about Mexico City some more next week.
Alrighty. Well, we'll leave off on that. Thanks for checking us out, and have good games.
Peace.
bye guys.
Later.